Hey, what's up? This is Martha D Style with That Hashtag Show, and I'm back to review episode 4 of Lower Decks titled Mugato, Gumato. And let me tell you, this episode wasn't really my favorite, but we did get a couple of answers that we've been wondering for a while now. The opening of this episode though, Mariner flat out kicks the crap out of Rutherford and Boimler in this crazy fight scene, and it was fantastic because, you know, this is just them working out and having fun. Well, Mariner had fun. The boys didn't. And so after their amazing kick-ass, they go into the bar area where Otis, the bartender, kind of gives Rutherford and Boimler the lowdown of who really Mariner is. Otis says, no, she's a secret black ops spy for the Federation. And they're like, no, that can't be. He says, you will see when her back is against the wall, you will see where her survival techniques kick in, because how does she know how to fight all of these amazing fight styles if she wasn't trained to be a killing machine? Rutherford and Boimler see this head on because they end up going down to a planet where they see the Ferengi are poaching these crazy animals called Mugato. And of course the Ferengi unleash the Mugato into a Mugato stampede. Boimler and Rutherford take off together, but they turn around and they see that Mariner has a knife. Shax has like bleeding out of his heart and it looks like she took a bite out of it, like complete craziness. And they freak out and they're like, oh my god, it's true, she is a dark operative. So they go off and they try to escape. The Mugato are very interesting creatures. We saw mating rituals of the Mugato, which was interesting. And we saw a spectator Mugato with his horn. I was not expecting that. Wow. Boimler and Rutherford end up confronting Mariner once they've, after the weird Mugato do their weird sex thing. Boimler's like, look, you know, we saw what you did to Shax. And she was like, no, he got bit by one of these things. I sucked the venom out. That's what it was. They actually looked into her record prior to the away mission and said, you know, look, you've been on the Atlantis, you've been here. And she's like, whoa, you looked into my record. And, you know, they said, well, you know all these fighting techniques. She says, yeah, martial arts is something I can do by myself because I've been on so many ships, I didn't have many friends. And I was like, aw, she had to find a way to preoccupy herself because she didn't have anyone to hang with. And so that's why she's such a badass. And even Rutherford said, you know, we didn't think that a badass spy like you would be friends with weirdos like us. Well, you know, she ends up getting captured by the Ferengi, and Rutherford and Boimler have to figure out a way to negotiate with the Ferengi. Rutherford and Boimler approach the Ferengi after everyone's been captured from their away party. They said, look, instead of slaughtering these Mugatos, why don't you keep them alive? Here's why. And so they pull up charts and profit margins and the whole bit. Shax is like, yo, what are they doing? And Mariner says, they're helping us save our lives by using math. And so the Ferengi talk about it. They're like, all right, we'll keep them alive. And so now they created a conservation for these creatures. So this episode overall, I feel, is complete filler. I mean, it's fun to watch. Like, those Mugatos were just, that was a bit much. I was not expecting to see mating rituals of any kind. You know, we did get our answers. You know, we did see, you know, Mariner, you know, she served on the Atlantis. We know from the episode prior that she was on Deep Space Nine with Worf. So, you know, she's been around and she's not a spy. So we know that really there's a lot more to Mariner, and we do know that there is that vulnerable side of her where she was alone and she was feeling a specific type of way, and that's why she does the things that she does. And so I liked it for that progression. Overall, as an episode, it was okay. But I look forward to next week's episode. So if you have any thoughts, questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll get back to you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.